Hey everyone, welcome to 2016. I'm so excited it's here. Uh, Thanks for this new year for finally getting here. It's been a tough year for me, all around, and I hope everyone made it through 2015, whether it was good or bad. I hope you learned something from it. I sure as heck did, and I'm gonna try to take a lot of that forward here in 2016 in triathlon and with the rest of my life in general. So first, let me recap 2015 a little bit when it comes to races. I did Lake Mills. That was a sprint triathlon real early in the year. Did real good. It was a real good race. I was, short, was feeling good, even on a cold, windy, rainy day that they canceled. They pushed back the swim a little bit, if I remember correctly. Second up was Cap View. This is where the problems started. Cap View, great race. First thing, I forgot my wetsuit. No big deal. I did Louisville without a wetsuit. This was a Olympic distance triathlon. Did the swim just fine. Chain broke. Ended up walking a whole lot. I walked a long ways in my bike shoes. Walked up hills, down hills, anything you can imagine. Everyone was asking as they were passing by if they could help. I was like, "You have an extra chain?" Type thing. After about an hour and 10 minutes of walking, the SAG vehicle finally came by. They did have a chain, but at that point, I was just sick of being there. So I had them take me back. Watched everyone else, and then went out to breakfast. After that race, though, a couple days later, my foot started hurting, and that was no good. A week later, the end of that next week, I ended up going to the doctor. Had a stress fracture, diagnosed with a stress fracture, but had another race coming up in another week or two after that, the Triathlon in Verona, Wisconsin, another Olympic distance race. I decided that I could do the swim and that I would also do the bike. And if I was feeling okay, maybe walk the run. But at that point, I didn't want to. I just wanted to get healthy. So I did the swim, did the bike, and dropped out after the bike and watched everyone on the run. It was fun. Didn't get a medal again. But I got out there. I got the bike. And that was really great. My foot healed. Everything was doing great. Workouts were going real well. And then Door County hit, and this was a half Ironman distance race. Door County was just it was a day, let me tell you. The waves were terrible. I think I started almost an hour late. I was in the water. They had to move the waves of people farther apart because the actual waves on the water were so bad. They just couldn't keep up pulling people out. I don't know if it was what it was, the waves itself. I just didn't drink any water on the bike. On the run, I got pulled out for dehydration. Went to the med tent, got some nice IVs. Made it back to Madison the following day. Ended up going to the ER where, got all taken care of and back on the road. Overall, not not a good series of events. There was a few months there. It just nothing went right. Starting with Capview, then the Triathlon, and then to Door County. Just three things right in a row. They all just really were no fun. So I decided that I needed to do another race. So I was looking around, seeing what would be a good race, what was close to us, and came across Steelhead. This was in Benton Harbor, Michigan, which is a wonderful place. Steelhead is an actual Ironman 70.3 branded event. So I signed up for that, went with a buddy, and had a really good day. The run, there was 3 miles on the run, 4 miles on the run. That didn't end in my favor, but overall, real close. It was just a great race overall. I thought it was a great place to race. Well done event. I know not everyone had those feelings. I'm not sure if maybe because they're in the water at, I don't know. It was probably just where I ended up being in a pack of people, but it was a real fun time. I thought they did a great job, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back this coming year here for 2016. Now let's talk about Maryland. Maryland, the cancellation of Maryland. Yeah, I know I've talked about this before, and I'm not going to get too much into it, but they canceled it because of the hurricane coming. Real bad stuff going on. Got to go out 2 weeks later and just felt like I had a real good day despite crazy tough conditions. The water was cold. It was really cold outside. I mean, really, really cold outside the whole day. And windy. It was so windy they had to move the buoys around and change the start a bunch, change the length of the swim, and because of not being allowed to have boats out and all of these things. But despite the crazy headwind for 30-mile stretch that you did twice, it was a good race. I had some stomach issues early on in the run, like I usually do, it seems. Got through them, got the Pepsid in me. There are Tums Pepsid chewable thingies, something like that. Whatever they were great. But got that and then went out. My run was about 17 minutes longer than I wanted, and I need to cut a lot of that time off for this year, or cut a lot of time off this year of that run if I want to hit my goal. We'll see. Running's just one of those things. I'm good at it when it's by itself, bad at it in triathlon. but Maryland was awesome. Such a great event. The community was wonderful. The race was wonderful. And I couldn't have had more fun. And big thanks to my parents for going out there twice with me. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Thank you. So the 2016 race schedule. The only thing I have right now is Ironman Wisconsin on the race calendar. And that's dependent on raising funds, which I haven't done a lot of fundraising yet. But don't have a lot of funds in there. I need to have half of the funds by like March or something like that. So I really need to get on this fundraising. $3,500. Tell your friends. It goes to local charities here in Madison. It's great fun. But yeah, Ironman Wisconsin is going to be a great race. The home turf, going to be lots of people I know here to push me. All those kind of things. I just think it's going to be great. It's going to be a fun day, and all my family and friends, that live around the area are going to get to see me. So that's real awesome, and I'm so glad I'm doing it, and I can't wait. I'm also thinking about Steelhead, as I talked about earlier. It doesn't sell out real fast. It doesn't get full real fast. So I'm just going to sit back and think about Steelhead. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm going to do a whole lot of other races. May consider the new Wisconsin Milkman or whatever the heck it's called, and that's a half. It's a new half here in Madison. So I'm thinking about doing that, but otherwise, kind of want to just focus on Ironman Wisconsin, go around and cheer on more people this year. Last year was a full year, and this year I just want to focus more on my A race. I think that's all there is to say about the race schedule. If that changes, though, I'll definitely keep you updated. Who knows? May throw in a sprint or Olympic distance in there somewhere just for the fun of it. But let's talk about what I'm doing a little differently in 2016. First off, let's talk about what I'm not doing from last year. I'm not drinking water. I am learning to tell myself to quit more. I believe that stress fracture was me being dumb and walking when I shouldn't have. And that's just dumb. I shouldn't have been walking in bike shoes. I shouldn't have been walking after my feet were hurting. And from the bike shoes on the pavement and rocks. Like, I need to tell myself when to quit a little bit more. And drink water, follow nutrition plans, make nutrition plans and follow them. That's key. I need to do that more. But what I'm doing differently is, so before I've been part of a team, which I still am. I'm still going to be a part of the Endurance House team this year. But I'm doing private coaching. Now, I did have the opportunity to do private coaching with this guy named the Iron Cowboy. He was doing it for quite a bit of people, and I couldn't justify it over Todd, the wonderful Endurance House coach, because Todd is more affordable when it comes to the fact that he has great availability, meaning that I can talk to Todd all the time. Todd knows me. We've been hanging out for a few years now, as part of the Endurance House team. So he gets that. I can talk with him whenever. I can go in and talk with him every day, and go into Endurance House. I can text him, call him, whenever. The availability is priceless there, along with his knowledge of knowing me. And also knowing the Wisconsin course. Todd does a lot with the course. He knows, he's done it himself. He helps direct the run portion of the course, or the bike marshal, something, both of them. I don't even know, Todd. Sorry. But he just knows a lot about it, so he knows how to properly train and prepare me. So I'm doing a private coaching, which is going to get me personally catered workout events around my power tests, around my my heart rates, everything like that. As well as access to all the team things like I would before, and a few other cool additions that I believe they've tossed in. I don't know about those all 100%. I'm meeting on this Monday, the 4th, for a beer with Todd after work. So that'll be fun, and I'll get to know more about everything that's with the training stuff. But I just know it's a really good deal for how much access I have to Todd, who is going to help me hit my goals for 2016. Last year my goal was 12 hours. I did like 12:15 or 12:17. It's terrible. I don't remember that. Everyone should remember that. This year I want to do under 11. So I need to pull out an hour and 17 minutes. I need to pull that right out the back end here. I have no idea how I'm going to do that. I think I can get 15 minutes to 15 minutes on the bike, which means I need to get an hour off on the run, because I really can't do much on the swim. I just can't. I can't take much off of the swim. It's not worth it to try, because I'm right around the hour swim, and an hour swim is really great. That's super fast. That's a great swim. There's no reason to push harder on that. The most I could get is another 10 minutes, and another 10 minutes is coming out of the water. You can't. I'm not going out to win anything, but you could lose everything. Just by trying to gain 10 minutes on the swim. It's way easier to gain 10 minutes on the run. So yeah, I think that's how I'm going to set the goal this year. I want to do 11 or under. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a lot of work. So a lot of work. A few things that I'm doing differently this year is you can see here Shirley. Shirley is my wonderful Quantanaroo CDO1. She's gotten me through 2 Ironman events so far. She has treated me wonderful, besides her chain breaking, which was the master link on the chain, and it was the chain's manufacturer fault, apparently. So, yeah, Shirley, you are awesome. I love you, girl. She's sitting on a brand new Wahoo Kicker trainer. The Wahoo Kicker is a computer type trainer, so it has power built into it. It also doesn't use the wheel. It's not wheel driven. It's directly chain driven. The gears are directly on the trainer itself. It's super smooth, and it simulates being outside on the road really well. I can't stress enough how well it simulates being on the road. And it has a lot of cool things because it has its power. It measures your power. It does all of that in an application with it. So you download the app on your phone. You can do workouts, power tests, things like that right from the Wahoo application itself. Do the calibrations, a lot of really neat things. To step it up a notch, you can use this awesome software that I've been using called Zwift. I know there are other ones. There's Trainer Road. There's a lot of different options, which all, everyone loves their specific program for whatever. I haven't tried any of them. Maybe Trainer Road is better than Zwift. I honestly don't know. I haven't had time to try it yet. The trainer is so new. I got it around the Christmas time. So, Zwift is awesome, though. You load it onto your computer. Your computer syncs with the trainer. You have a little avatar dude on the computer screen, and you can join other real people around the world racing. You can race them. You can race. You just go around the track. A lot of people just ride. They'll have people on Facebook already are doing group rides where teams will get together on Zwift. Do a group ride together, so the no drop ride, type thing. Everyone, no drop ride, so nobody lags behind. Everybody stays together as a group. Somebody gets in front, pulls them through the wind, because if you're cutting through the wind and it's windy, a trainer like this can simulate the resistance. It can simulate the resistance going up and downhill. It's really cool and a really powerful tool, and it brings me excitement and joy, and it makes sitting on the trainer doable. For me, I cannot sit on the bike trainer. I hate it. I hate being inside. It doesn't matter if I'm watching the Packer game. It doesn't matter if I'm playing a video game. It doesn't matter if I'm watching my favorite movie. The trainer ruins the Packer game. The trainer ruins a video game, and the trainer ruins my favorite movie. I hate it. It's boring. It's a life drain out of my body, just like standing on a treadmill. The bike is worse though. The bike is a treadmill is you might be standing on it for a half hour or an hour, type thing, running around. Did the bike? It could be a couple hours. So it drives you crazy. This with Zwift, this is fun. You have you have your avatar in the middle of the screen. You have all the roads, the course. You're seeing the course in front of you. You're seeing the other people's bikes, avatars there. You're seeing stats. They'll have segments. So little challenge segments along the course. You try to beat each other's times. Things like that. Hill climb challenges. They have all these different things that you can do to make it fun. You don't have to do all that though either. You don't have to go and hang with some other people, which is really cool. A lot of it is based on speed and watts and things like that. So it's really, really neat. But yeah, it just puts the fun back in it. But you don't have to do those things. You could use Zwift to do just power tests. You can ride by yourself if you want to. Which is a little different than the Wahoo one. The Wahoo one is just kind of an app that is on your phone type thing. So Zwift is a little more immersive in that it brings you, into an avatar and into a generated world to ride around in. It's really cool. It's got elevation graphs and maps and placements and everything. It's really cool and really powerful. One of the coolest things though is someone like me, I don't have a power meter on my bikes, and therefore, so I don't have a bike computer either. I just feel like when I get the power meter, I'll do a bike computer at the same time. Otherwise, I have a Garmin watch. I don't need to know my speed, really, because so far I haven't been training with power, or I haven't been training with anything but really feel. I just push myself type thing, and it's worked for me. With the bike, you can sync your phone, and it's your bike computer basically. So it tells you your watts, on the top, time, distance, things like that. Really cool. You can swipe to another screen, on Zwift, so you can thumbs up people as they're going past you. You can do all those kind of things. It's really cool. You can message people. There's chat on the thing. Some people do voice stuff. It's a really neat and powerful tool to put the fun back in sitting on a bike trainer for me. So that's what me and Shirley are going to be doing a lot this year. We're going to be sitting on a lot this winter here. We got 3-4 months to sit inside and bang around on this thing and bang out these nice rides. This is just going to up my indoor training and make me that much stronger for when I get outdoors, because my old trainer before was terrible. It was either way too tough for resistance or way too not tough enough for resistance. There was no happy medium. It was a bottom of the line trainer, and it was terrible. And don't even get me started. It had no smart features, obviously. So this is going to be a big bump, because with the other trainer, I didn't put it on the way too tough setting. I put it on the not tough enough setting. Otherwise, I couldn't ride. It'd be like 5 minutes and I'd be done. So this is going to really, really help get me strengthened indoors to take it outdoors. And another cool thing is that month before Ironman, or those, you're in that taper period and you don't really want to go outside because it's dangerous, or it's cold in the early summer, or it's raining, and you just, you want to be safe. I bring this baby in here. I don't need to worry about having a second trainer tire or anything like that. Take the tire off, boom, throw it on, and you're good to go. So I really am looking forward to the Wahoo Kicker, to up my training this year, and using power as well. I think having the power on the trainer indoors is going to push me to get a power meter for my bike for outdoors. That's really all I got to say about this here. I went a little longer than I thought I would, but I think this is a big year, with being on the home turf, and having all my friends and all my family. I want to do good for myself. I want to do good for them. And I just want to have a real fun time. And I want to enjoy this year. And I want to talk more about my training this year. I know I said that last year too. But I want to talk more about it. I think that's why I'm doing less races. I want to blog more. I want to do more of these video things. Just, get you in the everyday life of what it's like to do this and put this much time into one event that just happens to take a day, but still it's 9 months and 11 days of preparation and counting here. So thank you so much for following along this year. I do need to mention one other thing. Please help me raise money for the Ironman Foundation. The Ironman Foundation raises money for local charities in the area, in the city that you're racing in. So I'm racing in Madison, Wisconsin. So I am raising money through the Ironman Foundation for local charities. The local charities can go on and on and on. You can find all this at Ironman Wisconsin 2016, so IronmanWisconsin2016.com. If you go to where it goes, you can find out that there are 41 charities from all over the place. One of them, the UW Foundation, the River Food Pantry, the Cookie Project, Shelter for the Storm, Safe Place for Newborns, Mount Horeb Area Fire and EMS, Mount Horeb Area School Districts, Monona Volunteer Fire Department. These are big things to help with. Even Watertown Humane Society, West Middleton Lutheran Church Boy Scout Group 640, the Madison Sports Commission grant. These are big. These are big. There's a few other EMS and fire departments, Cross Plains Berry Fire, Cross Plains EMS. So these are good things to be raising money for. This isn't going to Ironman. This goes to these local charities. So the Ironman Foundation, gives to the local charities, and then also sets up this grant stuff. It's a wonderful, wonderful cause. All donations are tax deductible. It's a real donation. You're not giving me money. Yeah, I'm not seeing the money. My hands don't play a role in this money. If you go to Ironman Wisconsin 2016.com and you go to the donate page, you can see there that there's a link to take you off site. You're going to go to a service called Crowd Rise, and from there you can put in the donation. I'm up in this thing one though. Anyone who donates over $20, I'm going to throw in, I'm having supporter shirts made for my support crew this year. I'm going to give you a shirt on my own dime. I will give you a shirt if you donate $20 or more to the Ironman Foundation. The shirts are it's going to be a t-shirt. It's going to have, you made a difference, you helped support, and, some stuff like that. I don't have the design finalized, but you are getting one if you donate $20 or more. And that's on me. That's not coming out of that money, because that money goes directly into that fund. The donation goes directly into the organization fund, not to me, the organization. I don't deal with it, nothing like that. So, but that t-shirt, that's coming from me. And that's my thank you for helping out. These charities need help, and it's a big thing. So let's raise some money. The Ironman Foundation last year raised a lot of money, and so far to date, I don't even remember how many dollars they've raised to date. I thought it said it somewhere, but maybe I'm wrong. So the Ironman Foundation has provided funding opportunities of nearly $29 million to numerous nonprofit beneficiaries worldwide. So come on, guys, help me, help Team IMF. Let's do this. Let's raise some money. And that's what it's all about this year. You can find that information out. You can find out a little story about me, a little background story about me, why I'm choosing to raise some money, and the Ironman Foundation, a little backstory. If you do Ironman Wisconsin 2016.com/about, that'll tell you there. And Ironman Wisconsin 2016.com/donate, or just Ironman Wisconsin 2016.com will get you to the site. You can hit donate tab. Any of them, just go check it out. Help raise some money for the good of the Ironman Foundation. And I mean, it's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be fun. We can do it. And thank you so much for your support the last few years. Thanks again to my mom and dad for everything. Everyone who's stuck through it, all of my teammates, and most importantly, Coach Todd. Thank you, Coach Todd, for helping so much. Alrighty, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye.